All right. Thank you once again, and thank you to Doc for honoring this program. It's always a pleasure to meet him. I want to say for starters that the President John Dramani Mahama himself admitted to the Catholic Bishop Conference that the bill never got to the desk of the former President Nana Akufo-Addo. It's a matter of fact. The video is out there. You can go YouTube, look for it. President Mahama admits LGBTQ bill never got to Akufo-Addo. So it cannot be that Akufo-Addo did not want to sign any bill. It never got to his desk.
If you remember, there was a court case that injected the speaker from forwarding it to the president, and also restrained the president from receiving the bill. Eventually, that case was disposed of in December, I think on the 18th or so. Yeah, so it meant that the injunction had been cleared. But as far as I know, the bill did not get to the president for assent, and so
and we know why it was so. The Supreme Court passed judgment on that around 27 December after election. That was when the Supreme Court passed judgment. Between that 28th to 7th, government was in transition. We had to read an emergency budget for the incoming administration and the outgoing parliament, then had to finalize some stuff. So it never got to Akufo-Addo. So it cannot be that Akufo-Addo has any belief, as Dr. Stanley is trying to make us believe this morning. That is why he didn't sign. Akufo-Addo had already made his belief known to every Ghanaian that never ever under his watch will LGBTQ be tolerated in Ghana. And in fact, all the 8 years of Akufo-Addo, you and I never saw a man and a man standing at the Independence Square. Have you ever seen that? But just 10 months of this government, NDC government, we saw gays who had the confidence and the temerity to stand.
How do you confirm they are gays?
No, but who is a gay? It's not a man and a man kissing. They have a video. It's not AI video. They have a video of doing photo shoot at our Independence Square, at our holy Independence Square. They were there, they were kissing, they were smooshing one another, they even brought a horse, they were doing photo shoot, and they have the confidence to post it online and to defy this government, defy this nation. And that happened under President John Dramani Mahama. Okay? If we were a people with a government that believes that LGBTQ shouldn't be a thing we should tolerate, by now the President of the Republic will have caused the Attorney General to write to South African government to ask at least that those people, I wanted to use a word, sorry to say, but those idiots who came to our Independence Square to come and do such a devilish act, at least will apologize to the people of Ghana. Nobody in the government has done that. Our Minister of Foreign Affairs has not up till now called his counterpart in South Africa to ask for an apology at least, or to ask for those pictures and videos to be deleted from the internet. So
with all this, what do you mean to
say? Today, all over Africa, Ghana's Independence Square is known as the capital of LGBTQ in the whole of Africa.
How do you? I've not seen.
Go to Instagram. Go to Instagram. I'm giving you places to go. Go to Instagram. Go and look for those guys who came to the and go and read comments. We are being referred to as the capital of LGBTQ in Ghana, in Africa. And we are being told that this movement, whether we like it or not as a people, is going to happen in Ghana here, and we are going to accept it, and it's going to become part of us. That is why they even came to do that publicity by having a photo shoot. Now, the second thing is that President Dramani Mahama has made Parliament to pass over 40 legislations. Over 40 of them. That's in 10 months. Was it not forming his government then? Was Parliament not reconstituting other committees and coding? All these were in progress. Yet they were able to pass over 40 legislation. What prevented them of pushing the LGBTQ bill through? Nothing prevented them. It's clearly not their priority. They clearly know that because that bill has financial implications, they are not willing. They are not willing at all to sign it or to pass it. That is why the president came to tell us that for the first time, you and I heard that a bill was expired. A bill that Parliament had passed. You and I heard for the first time that it has expired. Now, Dr. Stanley is saying that the Speaker of Parliament is not around. So we should wait for the Speaker. Really? When they were passing Gold Board, was the Speaker of Parliament around? The Speaker of Parliament was not, I'm coming. The Speaker of Parliament was not around. Yet, our brother, Bernard Ayanfo, he sat on that committee, he sat, and even up to 2 a.m., he was still there. They made sure they passed Gold Board overnight. When they were passing the devilish 1 Ghana cedi on every liter of fuel, was the Speaker of Parliament around? The Speaker of Parliament was not around. Yet they start overnight and passed it into a law. And now we are paying 1 Ghana cedi per every liter of fuel. So you cannot tell me that for LGBTQ bill, you need to wait for the Speaker. It makes no sense. It is all excuses. They are all excuses. The president is in this country. What is the advice of the Attorney General? Till date.
On this matter.
Yes. The president said that the bill was expired, but he has referred it to Attorney General for advice. And the Attorney General is the one who advises government on what is the next step to take. It's not Haruna Idrisu. If Haruna Idrisu is saying that we don't need to send that bill through Parliament again, has he told the Attorney General that? If he has told Attorney General, what is the Attorney General's view on LGBTQ? What
so
advice?
You're now questioning the Attorney General.
Yes, because he has to advise the president also. So till date, has he advised the president? We need to know. If he has advised the president, why has the president not taken his advice? So the whole thing that we are seeing is just a delay tactics number one. They've been warned. World Bank has warned them.
The World
Yes,
Bank has warned.
I'm telling you, they are in World
Where?
Bank. Oh,
What he says?
World Bank. World Bank has warned this government against
NDC.
passing LGBTQ.
And
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where?
Our
When?
Minister of Education, Haruna Idrisu.
Which communicate?
Listen, you see, sometimes you see,
Okay,
Dr.
I'm
Sare
quiet.
knows these
I'm
things,
quiet.
but you
I'm
say
quiet.
wow because
quiet.
yes. Listen, our Minister of Education, Haruna Idrisu.
Yes.
Okay, he's right now at World Bank for some grant. He knows very well if Ghana dares pass that bill into law, that anti-LGBTQ bill, he won't get that money. He won't get that money, and where they
Is that it? Should we not, the scenario you are giving, should we not return it to twist it to your time as well?
no. You
Because since February,
Dr. Stanley himself admitted here that Richard De La Sky and his friends were at the Supreme Court. Is that not so? And the same Dr. Stanley made you and I understand that, okay, that one you did not mention, but you and I know that the judgment came on 27th of December. So, what has Akufo-Addo done? Again, I mentioned to you that the President John Mahama mentioned to the Catholic Bishops' Conference, okay, that Akufo-Addo never received that bill. He never got to even his office, to even his desk, because of the court proceedings. Parliament could not transfer the bill. Have you forgotten that one of the things that Richard De La Sky actually sought was that he placed an injunction on Parliament transmitting that bill to the presidency. So, clerk of Parliament never went to the presidency with any bill from Parliament. So please, let's leave Akufo-Addo out. Now let's even worst case scenario, okay, for once even play the devil's advocate and say that Akufo-Addo received that bill. He did not sign. Okay, that is why Ghanaians voted MPP out. So why is that 10 months you've passed over 40 legislations? Still, this is not a priority. Now guess what? Now guess what? Even with the new bill that has come in, they have what they themselves call a super majority. They are two-thirds. They are two-thirds that they don't want us to sleep. Every time when you are sleeping, it's a two-thirds super majority. But yet, with the super majority, what they term as micro minority, they are now calling us minuscule minority, whichever you want. Minute minority, whatever. You use them. With all those, okay, our numbers of the MPs who are sponsoring this new anti-LGBTQ bill is more than their super majority.
Really?
So yes, he admitted.
Is it the members in Parliament right now, or
the members in Parliament right now? Yes.
But if the members
so
are around 83 and then the majority is around 200, how is it more?
I mean, the number of MPs who are sponsoring the bill, who are pushing this bill through, whose name is on the bill, whose names are on the bill, is more. MPP's numbers are more than NDC. And you hear Dr. Stanley admitted that we have about 6 people who are sponsors of this bill. So does it mean that no, a minority side is more? The numbers here, you heard him even admit it. So what it means is that can we deduct that the super majority of the NDC, they are so-called two-third, they're famous two-third, most of them are against this bill being passed. Can we deduct that?
Let me ask.
If they are against it, then they have a big question mark on themselves. Okay. And I'm telling you, this year will pass by. This year, we have 2 months left, and also they will not. You keep on hearing these things. Speaker will come. They'll keep on playing around. They cannot sign it. They know if they sign it, the country will go hungry.
Okay. Dog.
Yes, further.
He asked a question.
You see, let me just put some things in context.
Okay.
The roar of the frog will not prevent the lion from drinking from the pond. The
roar of the frog will not prevent the lion from drinking from the pond. How does it correlate with this?
Even if you like, the MPP micro minority members should be more on the list of those who are sponsoring the bill. Without us, they can't pass it.
Rather.
It's not rather. It is a fact, and he knows.
Why is it a fact?
We have the majority, in fact, 2/3 majority. So if you like, let those NDC guys on the sponsors list for this bill withdraw. They should be made up of only MPP. That bill will still be passed. If you like, let MPP stay in the house without coming to parliament. We can still pass that bill. So don't even go into that realms for us to have that discussion. You know that discussion is even lost before it was even conceived. You are 6 on that committee. That doesn't mean that you can push it through. You don't have any power. You are powerless, you are fragile, you are weak.
But they have a say.
Nobody is taking the say from them. But I'm saying that it is our majority that will determine. And I'm here telling you that we have resolved to pass that. And of course, there is no bill to even be passed, because the discussion now is that
it's to rescind
the bill has already been passed.
Yes.
Now, let me just put certain things in perspective. I think Harrison is missing some things. This is a BBC news report. Okay. Ghana's anti-LGBTQ plus bill. President Akufo-Addo to wait for Supreme Court ruling. Ghana's president Nana Akufo-Addo has said he will not assent to any anti-gay bill until the Supreme Court rules on its constitutionality. And this is March 2024. The bill was passed on the 28th of February 2024. Then on the 5th of March, this report was published. And he is saying that he will not. Why? Because somebody, Richard Sky, went to court. Do you know what he took? The case he took to court. So mischievous, so ridiculous, laughable. He said they want to know whether there was the 2/3 majority before the bill was passed, because they were not informed whether they had the majority before. So he was not even touching the bill, but he was saying that he wanted to know whether they had 2/3, as if he's not coming to school parliament on their proceedings. And the time the 2/3 that he was even asking for is 275 MPs present and voting. So he was saying that the Supreme Court should rule on the matter whether they had this 2/3. And based on this frivolous thing, Nana Akufo-Addo wouldn't sign the bill. It was sent to him. It was sent to Nana Akufo-Addo. And you see, when you read the report further, it told us clearly the reason why the bill will not be signed. And it was because of financial support. Listen, on Monday, the country's finance ministry said Ghana could lose a total of $3.8 billion, equivalent 3 billion pounds, in World Bank funding over the next 5 to 6 years, should this bill be assented to. So captured clearly. And you know, this was what was motivating Nana. And you see, when you read the report further, it says Ghana is suffering a major economic crisis, and last year had a bailout from the International Monetary Fund. It is unlikely that the Supreme Court will rule on the case before presidential and parliamentary elections due in December. And of course, Tokonu, one of the cardinal sins of Tokonu was that she was sleeping on this.
She was sleeping on. You believe she
on
was
this
not
matter
working?
brought to her
You believe
by
she was
Richard
not working?
Laska. No, you see, the moment she ruled on it with alacrity, the president will be enjoined to sign, and they have their reasons for not signing. That was what delayed it.
So
and you see,
what
the
would
law
you speculate?
says no,
What would you speculate
there's
their
no speculation here. The law says that if after 14 days the president is unable to sign the bill, he must refer it through the proper procedure back to parliament. That was not done. So this is where the whole distortion is coming from, okay? And you see, every day our parliament is evolving, our laws are being redefined. So the argument is that because the president did not refer the bill back to the House, the bill must now be relayed. Of course, it was advertised on Tuesday, but on Monday it was taken from the other paper. Why? Because the majority leader and leader of government business believe that it should not be relayed.
So
We believe. Listen, we believe that Team Fojo and Co wanted to relay the bill in parliament so they can go through the process again. But the majority leader said, no, don't do it that way. The bill has already been signed, and we feel that the way to go now is that let's forward it to the president. But you see, in forwarding
but
the
you
bill,
know, you didn't make such clarifications on that very day you presented it back to parliament.
when?
Before Wednesday. Before Wednesday, when it was represented back on the floor of parliament.
Yeah. It was not late though. You see, the problem in Team Fojo had was, and the co had, Appointment Working had it was that it was advertised, but they cannot find it in the other paper. That was the problem. And that led to it's not even a debate over it. That led to
So
the
if
discussion.
if it was advertised, don't you think it should have been made clear that this is not a bill that we are coming to debate over again?
Exactly what the majority leader told them, that in his view, and of course backed by the appropriate provisions in the standing orders and the act. Of course, they were quoting Article 106 clause 5 that failed to adhere to the procedure of sending the bill back to them, because the law says that after 14 days, if you won't sign, bring it through this process. That was not done. That was what erupted into this kind of confusion and constitutional dilemma. But today, it is being given clarity by the same majority in parliament that look, we believe, and of course, Haruna threw more light on this matter, that look, let the speaker come. Of course, such bills are the speaker's bill.
Okay.
So the speaker must forward through the clerk
Okay.
to the president,
All right.
and with the relevant explanations. And I'm saying that if we don't have any view of assenting to this bill, would we say that not even relay it, let's push it to the president? If you are relaying it before parliament, it must go through the committee to look at it. It can take us a whole year. But we are now saying that no, let the speaker return from the trip, let the clerk return. We'll forward the bill as it is to the president. So Harris,
the trip will not
Harris should not be disingenuous this morning. Accept the fact that the NDC in parliament is committed to ensuring. Of course, Mahama CANNOT made it so clear that we have the 2/3, and there's a reason for which they gave us a 2/3. It will be used to pass the bill, to ensure that this bill becomes a law. And to just sum up for you on this matter, you see, let us not be mischievous. Let us not be mischievous about this thing. The NDC's position on this anti-gay, Harris was saying that they saw videos of people going to going to the Independence Square on horses. Was it a real-time video? Anyone, Akufo-Addo can be in power, President Akufo-Addo can be in power. I can also go to the Independence Square within some few minutes, do some videos, and then release it into the media space. We don't need to know it for a fact. For the first time in the history of Ghana, these gays and lesbians were demanding to have their international conference in Ghana and Akufo-Addo. They wanted to have their international conference. We were seeing their flags. If not for the uproar, the anger, the wrath of the Ghanaian community, the clergy, even the traditionalists, I wouldn't have known what would have been.
Okay.
Because Nana
We have very little time.
Nana made it clear that a time will come. Should there be a sufficient voice, Ghana must accept it or admit it.
Okay.
But thankfully, that prophetic words were not heeded to, because a time rather came when the people rose against such future voices.
I'm
summing up. Such future voices. I'm just ending. Such future voices, and today we are having the bill almost about to be assented to, and I know.
My listeners, kindly send me a text message.
As he said that we will not sign, it's not true. By close of this, if that bill is signed before the year ends, Harris should come and give you some money. Okay. Yes.
Right.
To make him responsible for his comments.
He does. You see.
Yes. My listeners, kindly rather send me a text message. I'll not be receiving any other calls.
You see,
as of now. Hello.
Dr. Stanley. Okay.
Yes.
Knows very well, very well, that Richard de la Scar did not just go to Parliament, to Supreme Court over any to third whatever.
He didn't go
to Parliament over any to third whatever.
Oui.
Yes. So now the thing is that if you want to pass a bill in Parliament, what do you need? You need to third, or you need majority present and voting. You need majority present and voting. So why will Richard de la Scar even go to Supreme Court asking for that to third people or whatever? No. The second thing is that Dr. Stanley is telling you and I today that what President Mahama, his boss, said, we should not respect that. President Mahama doesn't know what he's saying. That he, Dr. Stanley, is the one who knows that the bill got to President Akufo-Addo's desk. Meanwhile, your boss, President Mahama, is telling you that the thing never got. No, freedom search. Go to YouTube or go to TikTok. No, I TikTok. No, listen. I posted this. No, listen. Please, let's don't do this. I'm streaming. If you give me your phone, go to TikTok. Go to my page. It is there. TikTok.
But Harris,
this thing was streamed by Channel 1 TV. Please, Doc, when we're talking, I can't quite talk through.
Harris, don't do that.
Channel 1 TV.
Doc, your mic
when the president met with Catholic Bishops Conference, he said the bill never got to Akufo-Addo. Then today, Dr. Stanley is telling us that the president doesn't know what he's saying. So he, Dr. Stanley, is the one who knows that it got to the President Akufo-Addo's desk. So John Mahama, His Excellency, your own follower, he said we should not listen to you again when you speak. Because you don't have facts. But he said the president doesn't know what he's saying.
Oh, no.
The president of the republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Fidos. You know the person sitting here.
Don't do that.
Do you know Dr. Stanley?
Don't do that.
Do you know him?
Well,
you know him?
Who is he?
You know him?
Is there anything I should
What I'm saying today?
Is there anything I should know?
No, I'm coming. What I'm saying today? 11 months ago, he taught us all these things. He taught us this kind of communication. He is the originator. So please, allow him to sit here and feel the heat. Let me continue. I'm saying,
I didn't teach you this.
Dr. Stanley is telling us that John Mahama, His Excellency, after we voting for him, when he met the Catholic Bishops Conference, telling us that the bill never got to Akufo-Addo's desk. We should forget about that.
There's no source to that.
There is. Oh, Dr. Stanley, please don't do this.
Honestly, I'm also trying to.
I'm surprised. I'm so you see. So go to the Real Voice of MPP TikTok. I'm giving my page.
I'm going to YouTube as of now.
Yeah, okay, so type President Mahama LGBTQ bill. Just type it.
But we are wrapping up though.
So President do Mahama, that for our listeners, so that they can know that
the real voice of
good. So now, the next thing I'm saying is that they've been in power, passed over 40 legislation.
Oh.
Okay. All those 40 legislations were transmitted to the presidency. What prevented them, if they knew that this bill doesn't have to go back through Parliament, what prevented them from adding that to it and going to the president? They cannot sign it. They cannot sign it. And you know something? I'm challenging Dr. Stanley. He said that if before December or if by the end of the year this bill is passed into law, I should come and give you money. Then also, no problem. I'm also challenging him that if by December 31st this bill is not translated to the president for him to assent to it, okay, he should renounce his PhD.
He should. Oh,
yes.
Come on.
I don't have that power. That one,
He does very well.
I just spend money.
No. Or maybe dash it to me. Or maybe dash it to me. You write an undertaking and say he's dashing me his thesis and everything. Like they should give me the title. That one will be better. like how Kwame Tanko got his PhD. No, but on a more serious note. This bill, okay, let us stop playing games with it.
Okay.
It is not a thing we should play games with.
Right.
Like the way this administration is seeking to play game with. The president said that he's waiting on the advice of the Attorney General. 10 months on, you and I have never heard from whatever the Attorney General to the president. But we have heard on several occasions the Attorney General holding press conferences, telling us that somebody has stolen money. But the LGBTQ here has conveniently avoided that topic.
It's not on his desk.
Okay? Now, again, in Parliament, the AG, luckily, is also an MP in Parliament. No problem. He's also an he's also
I would have loved to, but the time has.
The AG in Parliament. The AG in Parliament. Okay, the Attorney General is in Parliament. Did you hear him making a statement when they were discussing this? He could have stood up and said that, oh, maybe I told the president this, that's why we have taken this thing off the distance. They know nothing of the sort and blah blah blah. So they Nicodemously took away the first reading of the anti-LGBTQ bill,
right.
Because they know World Bank will show them shaggy.
You knew World Bank will show you shaggy.
Are we the ones who send the issue to court? Did you send it to court?
£3 billion.
Did you send it to court? Did you send it to court?
Just send it to court. I'll be very happy.
I know you'd be very happy. Myself, I was really like,
his people are on standby. That's why he said let them go.
You didn't come early.
He didn't come early. I came.
You didn't come early.
But you see, for that,
you didn't come early.
I just want Harris to understand that truth stand. As a Vandal, I believe in that. You see, it's regarding this LGBTQ plus thing.
Right.
It's long overdue, and it will be passed. Now, this is a bipartisan thing. You've seen the NDC, you've seen the MPP. Okay. We are going to pass that bill. Believe you me, we are going to pass that bill.
When?
Now, you see, the issue is that first, President Mahama made a comment that, or made the statement that the bill elapsed with the previous regime because it was not assented to. So now it must be a government-sponsored bill. But there is another school of thought. Of course, the law is always evolving. Okay, so yes, every day attempt to define, to explain the law constitute an amendment to the law.
Okay.
So you realize that there are others who are of the view that no, once the bill has been passed by Parliament, it cannot elapse or expire without parliamentary session being over, but rather it should be carried on. I think I also share in that view. I've listened to the Minister of Education, Haruna, who is the MP for Tamale South, also channel some cogent and seraphic opinion on this very matter. Let the speaker come. The speaker is not around. At the end of it all, we've all agreed and resolved that the speaker is not around. That is the voice of Parliament. So let the speaker come. The speaker and the clerk of Parliament will now forward the bill to the president. And look,
so it was
Mahama,
not reintroduced. You know, the debate started when it didn't come in the Wednesday's order of the day, where Alexander Penyumakin had a lot to say about it.
You know, it was advertised, and then others had issues with it, and that led to the debate. And I think that we are getting the clarity now. Okay. And of course, listening to the majority leader, he is of the view that look, let the speaker return, let the clerk of Parliament return, because they've all traveled. They are the people clothed with the powers to forward this bill with the necessary explanations to
the intention,
the president. But mind you, I like what the majority leader said. He said even if there should be issues with the bill, they will use their 2/3 majority to push it through.
So
okay. So there is no cause for alarm.
Okay.
Unlike
so the
what
reintroduction, if I'm to understand, the reintroduction of the bill on the floor of Parliament was not to debate it.
No.
Okay.
No. You know, the notion was that it has elapsed with the previous Parliament. In fact, with the previous regime, it was sent to the president, but it was not assented to.
Okay.
The president gave, they said some people went to court, but of course, mind you, the bill was passed in February 2024.
February 2024.
Then
yes.
The president couldn't sign the bill. Of course, I knew he won't sign. Because the president at the time,
he was looking at other
Nana Akufo-Addo's
economic wise.
You see, Nana Akufo-Addo's posture regarding this thing has long been espoused, but I don't have any problem with him. He is entitled to his own beliefs, his own whims. You cannot force him, okay? So they came out with some flimsy excuses, and for close to 12 months, because he hesitated in January 7th, on the 7th of January. So nothing was done. Now we are in. We have always maintained the stand as a party. In fact, President Mahama said it clear that in Ghana, not even the traditionalists believe that a man must sleep with a man. Not even the Christians, not even the Muslims. So if you have all these groups who form the majority of the worshippers in your country saying that there is no space for this thing in our laws, in our societal norms, he as president, if he is elected, will not accept it.
Okay.
And so we'll hold the president to his words. And so I'll tell you that, look, President Mahama will assent that bill. Let it be forwarded to him. But of course, the speaker is not in. Once they come, that issue will be brought to finality. And I believe
just to say though, you were in part, you came to government since January, but up until now, it was now you saw that it was due to.
No, you don't get it. We came to power 7th January. There are other things to be done. If you don't have the government in place, will you be working?
Okay.
So you put in place your government.
All right.
Okay. If in fact even Parliament must do its own readjustment.
Okay.
Roles were changed, right? Yes, people assume roles. Committees must be formed. In fact, when you are even these bills must refer to the appropriate committee.
Okay.
So if these things are not in place and roles clearly defined, how can you say you are assenting to, or you are asking Parliament to forward the bill to you?
Okay.
It is now that the government has gained its rightful footing, and so we can talk about these issues. And I'm saying that my firm belief and conviction is that this very bill will be assented to the moment it reaches President Mahama's desk.
Okay.
There will be no excuse. Of course, a lot of work has been done thoroughly, and I'm saying that one thing that gives me joy is that it's a bipartisan bill.
All right.
Because both MPP and NDC are fronting this.
Okay.
You have the likes of Sam George in there. You have the likes of the Hemekpo in there. Then you have the MPP's own Reverend Fojo.
Team Fojo. Okay.
Also leading. Of course, they are even more than us. The MPP. I think there are about 6 or so who are sponsoring this bill.
Okay.
And President Mahama will assent to that bill. Look, you think I'm happy that our societal values are being dissipated by this immoral and unethical conduct? I'm not happy.
Okay.
These are the very things that happened in Sodom and Gomorrah.
Okay.
And
we saw
how they ended.
Okay.
And of course today things are happening in other countries. We may not understand why, but when you go to the biblical philosophical underpinning, you will understand and appreciate the fact that they have faltered on the righteous path of God. So I will not. I mean, let me see. I will not. It is my resolve also to ensure that we advocate strongly for the bill to get to the desk of the president, and the rest will be history. You know that Richard the Last Guy and Co were in court, and all those gymnastics will come to an end.
Let me speak to Harris. Harris, how do you respond to Doc's statement, and also why, since it was in the 8th Parliament, and you were the majority in the 8th Parliament, why didn't the president assent to it?